Jimmy was out there in L.A. for the Bob Saget roast, and you missed a lot yesterday, Jimmy. How was your quick trip to L.A.? Which seems insane to me because the last time I saw you, you were killing at the comedy show at the PNC Bank Arts Center, and a few hours later, you were on a plane to La La Land.
Yeah, I call it the left coast.
No, you don't.
I do, Josh.
Some people call it Hell-A. Because,
the language is a little salty there.
Yeah.
And then you did the Bob Saget roast. How was that?
It was, I can't travel on day of show. I can't do it. I mean, I get so tired, and the pill I take, I really know what it's like to perform high now. Like,
really?
All right.
It was awful. The show was good, but I was sitting there and I literally could not connect thoughts. I pulled out a good set. I was surprised I did as well as I did.
Oh, wow.
I could not collect thoughts. Like, I now know what it's like to not have your faculties. I felt stoned.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Like,
I want to see this now.
No, I don't even know if you'll notice.
I'm sure you're fine, but I just want to see your face.
But I noticed little things. Like, I couldn't get my head where I needed to be. It was so frustrating because I felt high. Being
A
so
bit
tired.
foggy, right? When is that going to be on TV?
August 17th.
Are you kidding? They're turning it around that
They are
fast?
turning it around very quickly. You guys should go to one. I mean, it was.
Well, how about we get invited
Well, that's
to
what
one?
I'm saying. That they
That'd be nice.
Would absolutely should do that. Cloris Leachman from Mary Tyler Moore
Sure.
was on, and I don't know why they got her on. She's 82.
She was on in some of those Mel Brooks movies too, right?
She was
High Anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, Young
Sure.
Frankenstein was huge.
9 Emmys. She's won an Oscar. I mean, she's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
And she murdered. She was definitely the funniest one of the night, and it wasn't polite laughs either. She was great, and I had like a very dirty interlude with her from the stage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did some filthy ones on her. Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald's a weird dude.
No kidding.
Yeah, he really is.
He was hilarious. Like, he did this like weird thing where he went up and he was just being like he wouldn't curse. He said it was the same, like, oh, what the H, and he was being like these innocent, sweet jokes, like, Bob, if you walk up to a bathroom and the door says gentlemen, you should ignore that and proceed in anyway. Like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And he really made me laugh. And there was one line where he made me laugh. He goes, Bob, he's the same stinker he's always been.
Stinker.
He called Bob Saget a stinker.
But he said, yeah.
Oh, dude, he was just...
Yeah.
Can we play our famous Norm Macdonald clip anymore? We used to play it on regular radio. That's another one they
not.
took away from us.
Probably not. It would upset.
What happened? No, I know which one. Not that one. It's
the one with my gay son. I'm very proud of Johnny. He's articling over the.
Find out if we could play that. That was a big hit back in the day.
Well, after the show, it was tremendous. We're all talking at the after party, and Alan Thicke was there, and there was a few celebrities. Nobody, and Cloris Leachman was sitting there with Alan Thicke. So I walk over, and I had already got my photo with her, so I wanted to get a picture of Alan Thicke. I'm like, why not? So I'm like, do you mind if I get a shot with you? And he starts talking about what a good job I did at the roast and how much he had a good time. So he was cool. He stood up to take a picture. And then I'm like, finally, well, can I take a picture with you? And so he grabs Cloris and he makes her stand on the outside. And that's a cool picture with Alan Thicke, right? It's a good picture. I know it's radio, but I got a cool picture with Alan Thicke.
Oh, what?
What is he showing you, Ed?
Who is that?
I don't know. Looks like it's Cloris's manager. I thought it was Alan Thicke.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You really are the worst.
You actually thought this was Alan Thicke?
Yeah, I did.
Let me see. Can we get this up on onaradio.com?
I'll have it up by tomorrow.
Jimmy, for someone that loves celebrity
Jimmy.
pictures, he can't recognize celebrity. You thought that was
You
Alan
really
Thicke.
are bad at recognizing celebrities.
Doesn't that look like him a little?
No, not even a little.
No.
I didn't know.
And she's just in the middle of eating food.
Yeah, because I think the guy knew I thought he knew I thought he was somebody else.
Oh, my
Oh, that's funny.
One of my
Oh,
favorite
God,
things.
You dolt.
I forgot where we all were, but it was me, Florentine, and Norton. And me and Florentine we had Jimmy so bad. We had him like tapping shoulders of just complete strangers, telling him, no, that guy's... What did we say? That guy was on what show was popular back then?
It was a black dude. This was the Dennis Leary roast. And he was
Right.
wearing some weird... It almost looked like a corset. He was wearing this weird outfit. And he looked familiar. I'm like, who is that guy? And Florentine's like, I don't remember his name. He was he's like that new action star, and he's in a lot of these...
Oh, no.
He's in that new movie. Like, I forget he named the movie. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. He said, get a picture with him. So I'm like, I don't know. He was talking to two chicks.
And then Jimmy looks at me. I'm like, no, really, Jimmy, because he knows Florentine would probably give him wrong info. And I'm like, no, Jimmy, seriously, Florentine's right. I just don't know his name, but he's blowing up.
You're egging me on. You're like, yeah, that's the guy. He's in a lot of stuff.
Go ahead,
he's right there.
Take the picture.
And I walked up to him like, can I have a picture with you? And he's like, all right. And I got a picture with him, and then I looked, and I saw him and Florentine rolling.
We got you at least twice, though, man.
That was the bad one. Because I interrupted him. He was talking to two white chicks. And I just come over and ask for a picture like I'm going to accuse him of sorting with white women.
And this guy was a nobody like us, man.
He was a nobody. He was a nobody. I still have that photo, too. It's just so uncomfortable.
I would love to see that photo again.
I'll make sure I get that to you because I do have it.
Yeah. By the way, there's a real picture of Alan Thicke there. Yeah, that looks just like the picture of the guy you took, Jimmy.
Wow, you really... Did anyone tell you it was Alan Thicke?
I just thought it was.
Did you confirm with anyone? Say, hey, is that Alan Thicke?
There's a real Alan Thicke. A bit older than the picture you took with that gentleman out there in L.A.
My dumb manager, Jonathan, was there, and I think I'm like, that's Alan Thicke, but he's like, he didn't think it was, but he didn't say anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You didn't want to you had your hopes up.
I did. I mean, he was there, but I just didn't see him.
You got a picture of Alan Thicke if he never aged.
Yeah, but it looks like I'm younger, right?
Maybe a little. But everyone knows that show was like 20 years ago or something.
Yep.
I don't remember.
Hey, we got to get Bob Saget on the phone here. Bob Saget, Jim Norton, right after the virus show, flew out to L.A. to do the Bob Saget roast. So did Greg Giraldo and a bunch of other people. And you were saying that Cloris Leachman.
She was hilarious.
She was the one to watch, right?
Yeah.
Bob. And quite the looker.
Yo.
Bob Saget is on our phone. We missed you this year at the virus show, Bob.
You say again, man?
We missed you at the show this year.
I know. I feel bad about that.
Yeah,
how was it? Was it good? Did somebody do my stuff? Did some guy just come out and do it all?
Well, one guy should have. He didn't do too well. But
yeah, we had one casualty. Everybody did very well, and then we had one casualty of the crowd. Maybe
we should get that word out to the comedians and the community. Look, we only had one casualty this year. Don't be scared of us and our crowd.
Statistically, I mean, it's safe.
See, if Bob
safer
Saget,
than flying.
This is what I'm trying to tell the people out there. Bob Saget in L.A. goes, yeah, I heard about it. But they all keep in touch in the comedy world. Yeah, I heard you had one casualty.
It would happen in Baviglia. Yeah. He bought it.
There's no one that I kind of keep. Someone goes and passes when I work now, so.
So someone told you that there was a casualty on the show?
Yeah.
It's like the bombers in World War II. 6 planes go out. You know one might not come back.
You know, you count them when they come back and go, one of them went down.
But
it happens.
If you make it through, you got a story to tell, and you're a hero. So.
Certainly.
At the roast, everybody kind of survived. Cloris's vagina didn't survive.
I gave her a beating.
Jim had a lot to do with that.
Hey, Bob, we're sort of confused because word's getting out that you weren't happy that the Olsen twins got attacked during the roast. Is that coming from you? Is that coming from other people? Are you half joking? Where are we at with that?
That's from my interpreter from Spain. I was actually, I had a little bit of tequila. That's what they were giving, right, Jim? And then I go backstage, and the guy, a very nice gentleman from the Post, comes over and says, well, what do you think? You think they hit him too hard? And you guys know when you do press right away. Then I went, yeah, I guess a couple of them took some hard shots at them, but, I love them, and I love the comedians, and then it says I'm angry and all that crap. So that was about it. It was that simple a thing.
Oh, so it's not that big of a deal is what you're saying?
No, it was 3 hours of 4 kinds of jokes, which was, look how fat that guy is, look how ugly that person is, what an idiot Saget is. That was mostly my stuff, and then the girls, they did their it was an attack. It was a land attack, but it was
must have gotten nasty with them though. I mean, come on,
it was a crazy fun night though. Wouldn't you say, Jim? It was a good fun experience. All
it was great, dude. And it was funny with Brewers here. We were talking about getting high, and I flew in that day, and I was so tired. I've never felt like I couldn't collect my bearings when I performed before. But I was like, I feel like I'm high. Like before I went out, I literally was afraid to not read something off the paper. I wouldn't be able to remember it. I've never been that tired before performing. And I'm like, that's what it's like to be on stage high. I don't know how guys do it. But no, it was still great, and the crowd was great. There was no casualties at all. I mean, everybody did well on the show. Nobody.
Yeah, no bombings.
Boy, did Susie Essman catch a beating.
Oh, really?
Why?
Just about her looks. And one of the funniest lines Cloris Leachman had, she goes, so which one of you fellas is Susie Essman?
Susie Essman said, I wish somebody would hit me in the face so I could see some stars.
Oh, yeah.
And then she looked at me and said, I met Bob's girlfriend. One thing we know about her, she's not a star effer.
Yeah, she was great. Cloris Leachman was she was the star of the night, I thought. Nobody bombed. Nobody. I mean, Garland was good. Essman was good. Jeff Ross, of course. And
I can't wait to see that.
It was really good, man.
Norm chose to go odd and clean, and he was pretty hilarious. He decided to do old school comedy.
Yeah.
You know, you got a dog face. That means you look like a dog. Then he would stare you down in that creepy way and make you feel uncomfortable as an audience, and then you'd laugh.
We are huge fans of Norm Macdonald. We can't get him on the show, but we are massive fans of that guy.
I'll talk to him about it, because we had a hard time because, you know, we were all concerned about Artie and stuff, and then
right.
And then that didn't happen. And
yeah, Artie was supposed to do your roast, and he went into rehab instead.
Yeah, well, people make choices.
Roast, rehab, whatever.
Are you saying it's going to cost him? He made the wrong decision there?
I can't wait to take him out for a couple drinks to celebrate.
Well, of course.
You know what Norm said? That it was almost like Norm's whole thing was to make Saget laugh. It was like he just wanted to make you laugh. And when he said, Bob, he's the same old stinker he's always been, that made me laugh harder than probably anything anybody said.
Stinker.
He called you a stinker.
Yeah, he's a stinker.
Hey, Bob, we got Norm Macdonald in studio today, believe it or not. Yeah.
Hey, Bob, how are you?
Hey, how are you, Norm?
Yeah. Yeah, good times, eh?
I didn't offend you, did I, Norm?
Oh, no, not at all. I had a great time, you know. I'm kind of on FM radio, so it's kind of out of my element, you know. Hey, how about them peaches? How are you going to get to the pit? Yeah, there's always a pit.
That's so...
That is so Norm.
Yeah, good times, eh?
Someone said, I think it was Susie that said he's got to get that suit back to his father's coffin.
Oh, damn.
Sensitive, you know, Norm even does 7 minutes about his dad. He's got that thing. He's got an amazing piece where he goes, I'm standing at the funeral and looking at a dead guy, and this woman comes over, and this guy comes over and says, you want a sandwich? He goes, I don't know. I'm looking at a dead guy, and I don't know if I should have a sandwich. So I'm eating a sandwich, and I'm looking at this dead guy, talking about his father. Oh, man. But it was a good time. I missed you there, Jim. I wanted you to be there.
Oh.
Yeah, Brewer.
Yeah.
You're my hero from another mother.
Yeah. Well, missed you too.
So we got the roast is Sunday there, Bob, August 17th, 10 p.m. on Comedy Central. I can't wait to watch this one.
I think it's fun. It's 90 minutes, and then I guess it's about 48 minutes of commercials.
Yeah. Oh, is it really an hour and a half? Aren't they usually an hour?
An hour and a half show, yeah. I mean, it's literally 63 minutes.
Does Comedy Central start? I was in Atlanta, and I started watching one of the roasts. It was like Jeff Foxworthy roast, and it was, I guess it was on 10:30, and it was full blown HBO style.
Yeah,
I mean F-bombs and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
On Comedy Central?
Yeah, and I went whoa, and it turns the channel. I'm like, this is Comedy Central. So what?
Yeah, after a certain hour.
They just full blown. I mean, it's like HBO, full blown, unedited, everything.
Yeah.
This will be cut. This will be bleeped at the night they air it, just because they're scared. But they'll put through some jokes. I think you can say full blown now. That was one of the terms that they could actually, but they don't let you do the F-bomb, and you can't. There's a lot more C at this one than there used to be.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they run the network.
When this comes out on DVD, do they give you the unedited version?
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
that's-
They do all kinds of stuff. They'll show Jeff Garland taking a crap, things like that.
Why weren't the Olsen twins there?
They didn't. I think they didn't want to sit there and have arrows thrown at them the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think everybody would have been nice to them sitting there?
Yeah, right. They're going to be nicer if they show up. It was so nice of you to make an appearance. We're not going to do any references to you now.
Yeah.
Hey, was Dave Coulier mad if people hit him?
No, he actually was happy because he got into. Once you get into that mindset, it's the same mindset. I mean, you can't. I mean, for 3 weeks I've been walking around looking at people and going, "Boy, their teeth are rotted, ugly, fat, teeth," you know. And you just turned that thing on, but he kind of turned on the defense mode, so he was kind of laughing. If it was a well-constructed joke, he was just finding it really funny.
I feel guilty after roast all the time. Like if I'm like I had to apologize to Cloris. I'm like, I hope she's not mad because I really hit her with some large. You know, what a woman doesn't want large, I implied hers was.
Oh, it was very large, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there was so much that was going on in there in her life.
Wow.
I've never heard of so much. You had a mall. I mean, there's all kinds of.
Yeah, it was filthy. And I
should have put a Best Buy in there for what you were doing to her.
I felt bad. And it's like you apologize. And people are like, no, I didn't care. I wasn't offended. But I actually do, like, times in a roast feel like, ugh.
Don't they expect it?
Yeah.
Being at the roast?
You still feel a little guilty sometimes. Like, now did I go too far?
And you don't feel guilty after this radio show? Is that what you do?
Never.
Oh, my God, the stuff we do on this thing.
Never.
And, you know, I think with Ashley and Mary Kate, I think it did go overboard, but that was a 3-hour taping, you know, down to 63 minutes. You pick ones that hopefully are jokes that just kind of. Most of the jokes make fun of me. They infer that I did things to people.
Hey, Bob, we've been hanging with you for a while now, and you really take the Olsen twins very seriously. What's that all about? I mean, you really have a feeling of
that compassion you have.
Well, you want to no, because you're an animal.
Yeah.
Everyone is starting to find out that you're an animal, and your stand-up is extremely dirty. You go after a lot of things, and you don't hold back. But with the Olsen twins, there's some kind of a protection thing you do.
I think it's like being a dad. I mean, there were even a couple jokes about my own kids that they don't even land that great by the other comedians, and I guess I put them in that category, like they're my daughters.
He's known them since they were little tater tots. So
yeah.
I guess the point of making that's the only thing that's almost off limits with you.
he has fake compassion for his fake daughters.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Try to become my daughters at some point, and then I leave people alone.
It has nothing to do with the fact that they're billionaires, and you might need their help someday.
No, that's what I'm hoping. I hope they're like my Phil Rizzuto.
Yeah,
they might one day have a store full of money and save me.
Bob's got to be worth. I'm going to guess $50 million. I could be wrong, but I'm
going to say way more.
Oh, way more. Okay.
Who,
Bob's
me or them?
you.
I've got a new show I can promote.
What's that?
It's actually one you might like because it was stupid that 1 versus 100 didn't continue because Opie, you were like beyond kind to that show.
Wait, that's finally over?
Yeah, they killed it without telling anybody because they were ashamed they killed it.
You know what? This 1 versus 100, they never gave it whatever. See, I'm obsessed with the show. They just gave you a horrible time slot.
You were more loyal to it than the producers.
I really did like it, but it was on when everyone was out partying.
Yeah.
It had that time slot.
It would have been good with a little more holes barred on it. But
Friday night's a terrible slot.
The CW is not a bad place because it's got all this new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got a series, we're doing 13 of them called Surviving Suburbia. It's about a guy that doesn't really like being married, doesn't really love his kids that much, and he lives in a neighborhood. He doesn't like the neighbors. It's kind of a disgruntled version of everything.
No, I love when people go, CWs, they've been saying it since that was created. Yeah. It really just comes down, hey, they pay network money, too. They'll pay hundreds of $1,000s per episode. Hey, I know it's mostly black. Back then it was like, hey, I know the Wayans own it, but hey, I'm the only white guy. It's really on the way up.
It was the WB at the time. They wanted us to do Full House on it. And we were like, no, because it's not a real network. And then WB went away, and now it's the CW. It sounds like it's got dirty letters to something, doesn't it?
CW.
CW.
Hey, Bob, when are we going to go out again and have some of that human skin that you turned me on to?
Well, when are you? I'm coming into town. You're on vacation next week, right?
Yeah.
Are you out of town, or are you
I might be hanging around. I might be doing a local vacation.
A staycation, they're calling it now, Opie. Staycation.
I'd go out with you and eat some skin.
Bob,
you just kind of stay at home.
We went
staycation.
We went to this restaurant last year, and it looked like human skin. It's some kind of like Italian bologna.
Yeah.
That looks like human skin. It kind of has that texture.
It was called Franco's House of Eating My Own Family. It's really good. I'd eat a person with you.
Yeah, all right. A little cannibalism.
Casing.
So
When do you come to town? What day are you coming in? Like Wednesday, Thursday?
I'm coming in Tuesday, and Jimmy, I'm coming to you Wednesday, I think.
Why? Oh,
what?
Where?
Brewer?
Oh, what? Me?
I think you meant me. I'm like,
You're not coming this week. I'm off.
You're off too?
Yeah, I'm off for the next 2 weeks, slugger.
You want
a slugger?
I'm off all next week, too.
That's terrible.
Unless Corielli. No, we're definitely off.
You're not doing any radio next week.
Oh, my God. What am I coming in for? Getting on a plane to eat skin.
How's your daughter doing?
Really good.
Yeah, we met her backstage at Westbury.
Yeah, she survived all that crap, but she's fine.
She's very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, how are you intending that?
No, she's
how are you intending that?
She's quite lovely there, Bob.
Smart girl. She's an artist. She paints.
Yeah, she does.
Paints well.
Hey, did anybody? No one said anything that really offended you, did they?
No, not really.
Do you think anybody got pissed off at anything?
I don't. You know what? I think only thing people got pissed off at is, are they going to cut this out? Because it's my favorite, most offensive joke. That was what
I don't really understand why you're worried.
I'm not about me even. Just I'm saying in general.
Is that what is the roast getting kind of politically correct now?
No.
No, it's
I'm
really
curious
not.
as to the reaction. That's all.
It went too far as far as filth, but I really thought it was a good time because I literally like everybody. I mean, I didn't really know. I don't know Cloris Leachman, although she's coming over here tomorrow night.
All right.
I don't really know.
Hubba.
And Brian Posehne's going to join us in that one, and I don't know Brian really well, but everybody else. I mean, I got relationships with everybody. We've hung out and we like each other a lot. So it was actually I couldn't wait to hear the terrible things they were saying. So something's wrong with me that I would like that body punching, you know.
Brian's just a big, creepy-looking animal.
I had a joke about him. You had to bleep what I was saying. Though. I did one joke I didn't get to say was, Geraldo said something about it, the villagers chasing him.
Pitchforks and torches.
I asked him if any other lesbians survived the fire.
What was that about?
Brian?
What lesbians did you mean?
Just his parents. Or no, his parents and all of his family had been killed. It was all lesbians. Then there was a fire, and he got out of it, and that's all. That's what's left of you if you're in a horrible fire with lesbians.
He really is a big creep.
I said that he had that his face looked like a clitoris with ears. But they thought that was a little harsh, so I didn't get to do that.
It's a little.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Bob, we're running out of time over here.
No, I love you guys, and I'm really happy none of you are working next week, so I can't see you.
Yeah, that sucks.
But I'll give you a call, Opie.
All right, we'll see you on TV, though. August 17th, 10 p.m., Comedy Central, the Bob Saget Roast.
I'll be in town, Bob, and I'll be lonely.
Yeah. And I'll go to the cellar with you then.
No, Jimmy's going to be recovering from his surgery.
Yeah, you're getting the nose thing. Do they do it from the outside or the inside?
They go up and in. It's fine. Boom. It's less than an hour. I'll be Tuesday. I'll be still laid up, but I'll be out of Jello.
Well, you won't have to wear that stuff anymore that holds it down, right?
No, the nose thing. No, I should be fine.
Good. And Jimmy Brewer?
Yes.
Are you in town?
No, I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Sorry, Hammer.
What? So why don't you just stay in L.A., Bob?
Some people call your show to just promote their stuff. I'm looking for play dates.
I know. Go out with people.
All right, Bob. We'll see you soon.
It was good seeing you, man. August 17th. What time is the roast?
10 p.m.
August 17th, 10 p.m.
Starring Jim Norton.
Cool. Wow.
He's hilarious in it.
Right.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay. Love you guys.
See you, man.
Bob
Bye.
Saget, everyone. Anthony on Long Island. What's up?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question to Jimmy about the Bob Saget roast.
Yes.
Why was Norm MacDonald so not funny? Was there an inside joke?
I thought Norm was funny. What he did was Norm did this character where he was just like an old man jokes, like completely innocent, goody two-shoe jokes. Like he said, like one of his jokes was, Bob takes vitamins A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So how come he still looks like H? Like instead of hell, like that was the tone of his jokes. And it was so purposeful.
That's funny.
And once people caught on to what he was doing, people started to really laugh. He totally committed to it. It was totally different.
Yeah, completely the opposite of what a roast is supposed to be.
That's why he's so great.
And he was
That's
trying to
funny.
make dumb Bob laugh, and that's what with him.
You either love him or absolutely just hate the guy.
But yeah,
There's no in between with Norm MacDonald.
I thought it was really funny, man, and I didn't.
We have his set. Can we get a little taste of Norm Macdonald? I haven't seen the roast yet.
I saw part of his. I was happy with the way my set came out, but they took a tremendous amount of stuff out, obviously. But some of the ones they took out, I was like, ah. But whatever, it's a time issue too.
Good ones?
Well, yeah. I mean, I did a lot of them on just to say Cloris Leachman's genitals, and one about her breasts that they took out. I was like, ugh.
Oh, one of the jokes they took out.
Yeah.
Well, you meant a breast.
Oh, yes.
The fact that you were joking about it.
Oh, no. No.
Kidding, of course.
All right, when we get back.
Oh, God, I hope there was...
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I hope that wasn't an issue and I didn't know it. Oh, boy. How do you check that one out first?
Yeah, exactly.
Give a quick hug? Wow, that didn't even occur to me.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh, no, because the joke I did...
Oh, no.
Let's just say I used the vulgar word for breasts.
Yes.
But I said Cloris Leachman is in legal action right now. She's suing Rotten Tomatoes from naming a website after her breasts. And I was like, oh, my God.
God.
That's funny,
It was, man. I hope there was
That is good.
I didn't know about.
Tomatoes.
Come on.
Yeah, like.
Oh, what if she's just sitting there?
Oh, God, I hope
Oh,
not.
boy.
Oh, boy.
The padded bra.
Oh, that would make me feel worse than anything I've ever said in my life.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't know it. She was hilarious.
Yikes.
Also, we have Norm Macdonald said on the Saget roast that people are saying is one of the most brilliant things ever done on TV, Jimmy.
It was great.
Or at least one guy said it on Instant Feedback. One guy.
I heard he was, doing a kind of a character almost, mocking the very institution of the roast.
And Jimmy thought
and parodying it.
Jimmy thought it was brilliant.
I thought it was great.
Jimmy.
Poor Jimmy can't breathe.
Jimmy. Yes. It's sleepy time.
So tired. I can't breathe good.
Ouch. Here's Norm Macdonald.
Well, John has a reputation for being a bit of a swinger. Did you know instead of an umbilical cord, John was born with a bungee cord? And Cloris Leachman is here. Cloris? Cloris, if people say you're over the hill, don't believe them. Why, you'll never be over the hill, not in the car you drive. Greg Giraldo is here. He has the grace of a swan, the wisdom of an owl, and the eye of an eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is for the birds.
Oh, God, they're awful.
Susie Essman, of course, is famous for being a vegetarian. Hey, she may be a vegetarian, but she's still full of baloney in my book.
In my book,
Gilbert Godfrey, one of my best friends. I love Gilbert. When you go to the men's room later, you'll see a sign that says, "Gentlemen, pay no heed, go right in." There's no room that says "scoundrel" on it.
Scoundrel.
This is like scoundrel. And then he gets to who are you guys roasting again? I forgot.
Yeah. Bob, you have a lot of well-wishers here tonight, and a lot of them would like to throw you down one. A well. They want to murder you in a well. Seems a little harsh, but apparently they want to murder you in a well. It says here on this card. Now, but Bob has a beautiful face, like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. No offense, but your face looks like a cauliflower. Now, I heard you have hair in your chest, Bob, and, well, let me tell you something. That isn't your only resemblance to Rin Tin Tin.
Rin Tin Tin?
Your dog face. How can you not get that? No, there are times when Bob has something on his mind, when he wears a hat. But no thoughts at all. Just a hat. And Bob isn't the biggest sports fan. I don't think I'm telling any tales out of school. I took him to a ball game, and he came toting a double-barreled shotgun. You remember that? I said, "What the H is that for?" Bob said, "I heard the Lions were playing the Tigers." Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's horrific.
No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's never bought Christmas seals. He told me he wouldn't know what to feed them.
Christmas seals?
This concludes...
That's not the best one.
The joke...
What happened?
The line that made me laugh the hardest, he goes, "Oh, well, you know, Bob, he's the same stinker he's always been."
Stinker.
He called Bob a stinker.
That act was like right out of 1960, like 5.
Know what's weird?
Everard.
Oh.
You got, "Holy fuck, that is really funny. What a goose." The next instant feedback, "Okay, sorry, I'm don't get the bit guy." Yeah, it's one of those things. It's
Yeah.
You either think it's hilarious or it sucks.